I personally do believe that Putin would like to keep pressure on Ukraine, and proceeding from the perception that Minsk format is in the dead end from Moscow point of view and from some other experts. He would like to keep pressure on Ukraine, and not only on Ukraine, but also on the other parties of the so-called Normandy format, to encourage them to go back to the discussion table and based on the Russian agenda. Elections, decentralizations, introduction of the necessary changes into the Ukrainian constitution, and so on. It's not a full-scale meeting, as far as we know. There's U.S. Deputy National Security Advisor Ben Rhodes states that this meeting could happen, and he also even specified two topics that could be discussed: is Syria and Ukraine. But in the Ukrainian perspective, there are two issues. First, we should understand that despite Western attempts to marginalize Russian Federation after Crimea occupation and military intervention in eastern Ukraine, this Syria operation has brought back Russia to the discussion table. And somehow Putin managed to came out of this diplomatic semi-isolation or full isolation. So we have to understand this. However, the other issue that we should understand as well is that so far he does not reach his main goal, and his main goal is to lift international sanctions against Russia. And I should say that these propaganda slogans mostly aimed for Russian population, that sanctions mean nothing to Putin, to Russia, it's propaganda, because some sanctions are very painful, especially in the sphere of finance and technology. So his main goal is to lift sanctions against Russia and to somehow to manage to came out of this situation and to show the Russian population that so far so good. As for the Russia, they always try to realize so-called multi-layer strategy. And they use blackmail, they use, for example, this threat of so-called full-scale military aggression of the Russian Federation against Ukraine. I believe that this is a tool for blackmail, not only for Ukraine, but especially for the European Union. And we just heard that even there is a corresponding respective plan to combat this possible full-scale aggression. Prepared by the US, France, Britain, Germany, and even Poland was engaged, as far as I understand from US Department comments. At the same time, Russia would like to say that if you cooperate with us, we could cooperate with you too in a specific sphere like Syria or IS or international terrorism. So it's not an easy situation. That's why I call this a chess game.